Hey, we have returned with Terra Invicta. And I think the assumption is that you take some time and you manage to convince Lavinia that you were real, right? We don't need to make 5 persuasion checks. We assume you do it eventually.
Every time she doesn't believe me, I just slap her until she's unconscious, and then when she comes back up, we try it again.
I was gonna say, would something like greater restoration be necessary? Or
she is not actually insane. It is basically just that she is a bunch of they've used a bunch of illusions on her and tormented her, made her like what's the word?
She's not insane. She's traumatized.
She's traumatized. Yeah, she's traumatized, right? And it's taking her a moment to actually believe you are actually there and not just another illusion that they're using to torment her. But of course, after a moment, you say things that only you would know, and like that sort of thing. And eventually, she comes around.
And then Audrey makes us all disappear, so she thinks she's insane again.
Guys, this will be hilarious. No, and eventually, right, we're cutting back to that scene after those details have already happened, right? It's the classic, like someone hands her a glass of water or something, like a cup of water that you guys that someone has conjured or found. I mean, you hand her your water skin or whatever, right? And she drinks from it and just takes a moment to collect herself. She's sitting sitting somewhere near the area that you've kind of conquered. Some angels nearby guarding. And she just says, in answer to a question you've asked off screen before we come back, basically she says, they captured Vanthus, or they captured me shortly after we arrived at Divided Zyre. Vanthus was told by Demogorgon to come to the prison once we crossed over into the Gaping Maw. His crew was murdered by the demons, and they took me and imprisoned me. That Merilith was using me against him. She wants Vanthus to join with her in some offensive against another demon. She's building an army here, I think. Thank you again for coming. I wasn't sure you're going to find that note, or if you even knew I was gone or where to find me. I've just been holding out hope this whole time that someone was coming. But, or she wouldn't have said it exactly like that, because she came with Vanthus. She wasn't captured by Vanthus initially.
She came willingly. That's
She
why I'm
came
like,
willingly.
then why did you come?
No, you're right. Yeah, there's multiple versions of this campaign that our particular one is. She says, basically, I'm glad that you came, right? I'm glad that you came after me. I suppose I owe you an explanation, though, as to why I decided to go with Vanthus in the first place. Do you remember so many months ago now when we went into the Vanderboren vault after you helped me reclaim the Blue Nixie and get back the signet ring, my father's? Well, there was a symbol hanging above the door, and a symbol inside the vault. A judge's gavel and an hourglass. I know now that was the symbol of the verdict, and my parents were members. They have been hunting, before their deaths, they were hunting something important. They knew about the Savage Tide and Demogorgon's plans far before any of the rest of us did. They were working with the verdict, or maybe just with the verdict's resources, to track down what was happening, to stop the Savage Tide before it got out of control, and then Vanthus's arson stopped them dead in their tracks. But Vanthus, well, he found something else out. He found some of the secrets that my parents were working on, and he convinced me that together we could stop Demogorgon. Now, believe me, I know that Vanthus does not have the best of intentions, and I have no plans on helping him in the manner in which would make me in a manner which would make me a traitor to you and to our cause. I haven't turned to Vanthus' side. I'm not working with Demogorgon or anything like that, but Vanthus has decided that he doesn't want to work for Demogorgon either. He has some plan to take Demogorgon's place, usurp his role as the Prince of Demons and rule over the Abyss. I don't think that he will manage to succeed in those goals, but the thing that he was chasing after, a supposed weakness of Demogorgon's, I think is real. I think my parents were working towards finding out what that was, and the search led us here. I think there's something here that we still need to find to point us in the right direction. My parents' notes pointed out something about some figure known as Shami Amore. I'm not sure exactly who or what she was. Maybe a succubus or some sort of demon lord, maybe. But supposedly, a long time ago, Demogorgon imprisoned her. And, well, we're hoping to find out some more details here. And, well, we were before things spiral out of control. Vanthus is still here. He's she points out like the middle of the prison next to the big caldera. There's like a building kind of in the middle of that other side of the prison. There's a bridge across. He's like, Vanthus is waiting there. He has been trying to, I imagine, trying to figure out a way to get me back from Lilianth. Either way, he hopes to take me and bring me, and the two of us to find what information we need here and then move on. I'm fine if you don't want to work with Vanthus or even give him the time of day here. I think we could probably find out what we need to know on our own. But I just tell you all of that in way of explanation. I think that, well, my parents were onto something. And I wanted to make sure, well, Vanthus was insisting that I come with him no matter what. And I figured it would be better if I came with him willingly than as a captive. Does that make any sense?
Maybe she explained it. Maybe I'm just understanding. But why did Vanthus want her to come in the first place?
Yeah, I think maybe Takeo even asks that, and then she says, I don't know exactly. He seems rather dead set on bringing us, or on bringing us back together as brother and sister. He had some sort of, I don't know. I think he's got it into his head that if the two of us are back together, solving this problem, going after what our parents went after, that it will repair our relationship or change what happened, make me forget. I haven't forgotten what he did to my parents or to the countless innocents that he's hurt in the time that he's been, well, since he's changed. But I don't know. He wants me here. He wanted me to work with him. Supposedly, my parents would have inducted both of us into the verdict at the proper age before they passed. And he thinks that maybe we can, follow in their footsteps.
How long was she captured for? Do we know?
It's been some weeks. You mean captured here?
Yeah.
I would say only not a week.
Okay, so because I'm just like
Days.
How was Vanthus even thinking he would come close to taking Demogorgon's spot if he couldn't even get his sister from this little prison?
Yeah.
That's kind of really crazy.
Mm.
Okay, well.
Yeah, and his whole crew was slaughtered coming to this prison. I'm assuming that's the ship that was out there.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm. That was Vanthus' ship. It sounds like they came here expecting it to be a prison under Demogorgon's control, right? And instead it's a madhouse, and they got attacked. So they probably entered the prison looking for whatever it is that their parents had notes about, and then got attacked.
Now, we didn't hear about any of this from the notes that we got from the Bao Bao, right?
The Bao Bao, no. I don't think the Babao knew anything about Vanthus in particular. So
No, but the Shemi
The ship.
Amore.
Oh, Shemi Moore. No, yeah, he didn't say anything about that. Yeah, I mean, whoever would like to can make a Arcana check. I assume it'd be Audrin with advantage. You can put your collective heads together and try to think of, like, have you heard that name before?
I don't know. I have a +2, so could be me.
Go ahead and make it with advantage.
What's up?
Audrin.
I have
Sure.
I have an 8. What do you have, Audrin?
For
In history?
Arcana, I think.
Oh,
I also have an
Arcana.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
History.
Because I thought you said if you'd heard this name before or not, so I assumed that was.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a history check, but the type of being this is would be an Arcana check, not a history check. So even if you got a really high history check, you would be like, nope, haven't heard of her.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess that would be you, Audrin.
I'll just go ahead and roll the Arcana. And I guess I'm being helped, so advantage.
Yep, I'm trained in Arcana. I've got an 8. So yeah.
Does 32 do it?
I don't think you have heard of this figure.
Oh.
It sounds to you, based on Lavinia's description and your knowledge in general about this sort of thing, it likely is some sort of like long forgotten demon lord or lady. It does sound like from what Lavinia was saying, she thinks it's a female. But yeah, you don't know more than that. You could guess that it's some sort of like long dead or imprisoned demon lord of some sort. Maybe a succubus or something. But you don't know any more details. Yeah. So yeah, Lavinia basically says, well, what do you want to do?
That's the tricky part, and that's one thing I was actually wondering, just out of character. It sounds like she wants to leave. Is she not under the whatever magic?
I don't think she specifically said anything about leaving. She said we
said
came here.
She said get out of here.
Did she?
I thought she said some sort of verbiage. Did you guys hear that too? She said some verbiage that sounded like leaving.
From like it sound, most of what she's saying is basically talking about like we came here for a reason. We came here to like investigate this name.
I mean, I don't say anything about leaving.
Yeah,
I would probably be like, okay, so we just need to. So you're planning on staying with Vanthus no matter what we do. You're wanting to reconnect with Vanthus.
No. I don't. I went with him willingly because he was going to force me one way or the other. And I figured it would be better if I learned what I could in the time that we were together. And hopefully either I could figure it out on my own or you would come along and we could figure it out together.
So then if we figure out what this, what or who this Shami Amore thing is, then would you leave with us?
So I just made the save for her. She failed. So I'm trying to think of how she would respond to that. She says, sure, I'll go wherever you guys go.
And then you would be okay with Vanthus staying here?
I'm not with Vanthus, if that's... I'm trying to make that clear. I haven't turned on you. I haven't decided to go with Vanthus for any reason other than it was the safest way to get out of the situation. And there is something to what he's saying. I don't want him to become the Prince of Demons, of course, but he thinks that Demogorgon has a weakness and it's connected to this Shami Moray figure.
Right. If we find it, I feel like we'd probably have a better chance at beating Demogorgon than he does.
I do feel, though, that... Well, do we want to leave him behind? I'm not saying that you take him with you as an ally, but maybe it's time that we put him down.
Can I do an insight check?
Mhm.
Oh, only an 18. That's really bad.
With an 18, though, you can still see that, like, she's just, I mean, when you think about all the stuff that Vanthus has done over the course of the campaign, she's basically just like, I mean, this is what you guys do, right? Like, he's a bad guy. Like, I think he needs the justice that I wanted for him so long ago. Like, you know, at one point I wanted to redeem him, and then once I figured out he killed our parents, then he needed justice, and he still needs justice. You know, we could leave him, as she says, and then he would pursue all of this in his own way and be yet another enemy that you would have to face. Should we go give him justice?
We let Demogorgon destroy him.
End this once and for all?
I think because Takeaway's not thinking about leaving, I think she's kind of like in agreement. Like, yeah. Like, let's just let's go take care of this. And
I probably am just like, well, guys, we should probably think about like strategically what would be best, like figuring out the Shamiamori thing first. I feel like that might be better to do first before doing anything with Vanthus. I don't know. Because then we have to just figure out, like, once we do whichever thing first, like, how are we getting out of here and leaving?
Everyone looks at you blankly, except for Surge, who says, weren't you going to destroy that artifact that the Bao mentioned? Free everyone from this effect on them? I haven't noticed it on myself, of course, but I imagine that at least our angel allies will not leave with us. And I'm pretty sure like none of the rest of you even heard any of those comments. You're just kind of like thinking about like, yeah, we should take down Vanthus.
Yeah.
Or, Audryn's probably thinking like, yeah, we need to figure out this Shamiamori person. Like,
and
if I don't even know
saying anything, I'm just kind of like, Surge.
Yes?
I think we might be the only two who want to leave this place.
What do you mean? Surely none of us want to stay here in this prison in the abyss.
Hey, Audryn, how are we leaving here? And I just kind of like give a look to Surge, and I'm like,
your witness. Deli's probably thinking, if I can't kill Avner, I mean, this guy. It's a close second.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I think Surge probably says, I remember that we were worried that if we just merely destroyed this artifact, that it would free the demons as well. Since our friends seem to be unable to contemplate such a feat, how about we focus on what steps we need to take before we leave?
Yeah, I think we need to...
If any. If we decide that we're done here, then I suppose we'll have to drag them all kicking and screaming.
And I mean, I think we should at least try and figure out this Shamiamori thing. Since Vanthus brought it up, Lavinia fully believes her parents were on the right track with it. I mean, we want to kill Demogorgon, like...
Certainly.
So, if this is his weakness, and we're already here, I mean, getting here was a whole thing in and of itself, so might as well get it done while we're here.
No sense in leaving stones unturned, as they say.
And then I just kind of like grab Surge's hand and like look him in his face, and I'm just like, and then we're getting out of here at least.
Yes, certainly.
Even if we do have to drag them kicking and screaming. I already did that to Lavinia like an hour ago.
Yeah. I think Surge just says aloud at that point, like, so are we going to bring vengeance to this Vanthus fellow, or are we going to destroy that artifact? Or are we going to take the fight to the demons generally? Any one of these should be amenable to you, Takui, I imagine.
Yes,
Your weapon.
Kill demons. Let's go.
Don't have to ask Takui twice.
Yes, kill demons. Let's go.
That's like, I feel like if Takui had a little plushie, you press her little button and one of
Death
the
to
phrases.
demons. Yeah.
Yes, kill demons. Let's go.
We have another one, a different plushie that Thor has truly blessed us.
I'm gonna. Well, and then Takui plushie would also have all of the songs from K-pop Demon Hunters.
So yeah, out of those options, or any other idea you had, I guess you could try to investigate the Shamiamori thing without doing any violence yet, though you don't necessarily know where to look. Maybe Lavinia says something like, I've noticed a couple of things in the brief time we were here. I believe that this figure, this prison, according to my parents' notes, it didn't used to be a prison. It was Demogorgon's pleasure palace. I don't know if you've noticed anything in particular about the iconography.
I think we knew that.
Yeah, I think you did know something about that. But she basically says, I think Shamiamori lived here before it was a prison. I don't think she's in prison here now, but we might find clues just around us. In the architecture, maybe there's some inscriptions somewhere.
Turns out it was just a really bad breakup.
So Shamiamori, we're thinking that she must know something about taking down Demogorgon. Yeah. Okay.
Which is clearly his broken heart.
Classic Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones.
I have been
playing
way too much Kingdom Hearts. We cannot start talking about heart stuff right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, and they unlocked the door to darkness because they surrendered their hearts. And I can't go there right now.
Also, I'm probably just going to end up calling her Shammy because that's short and I'll remember it.
Yeah. Shamu.
Oh, guys, hold on. I think I found a picture of Shamiamori.
I didn't see anything. Oh, you probably sent the message.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up now. Takes so long to load.
That is what I've been thinking of.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. Where do you look? What do you do?
I mean, would Vanthus know? Would it be worth finding him because he might know where this information is?
I mean, I kind of assume that Lavinia knows all of that Vanthus knows about it.
That's
it
fair.
Sounded like, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like he doesn't know anything. Honestly, he could rot.
So I feel like we should at least take the time to investigate our quadrant that we have control over.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure there's nothing going on here. And then I feel like we could ask the angels if they've ever heard of her. Just,
sure.
I don't know. Angels can know.
Someone want to make a luck save for me?
I'll do it.
Do it. Plus your proficiency.
Which is 6. That's
nice.
20.
That is a 20. Yeah, I think one of the angels, let's say the kind of darker one of the two that kind of were named. I don't remember what we named them, but the kind of more indifferent, not as like, yeah, let's take the fight to the demons in a righteous way. This guy says, yes, I believe that in my time here in the prison, I saw that name in an inscription somewhere. I believe it's on the balcony. I think it's covered with mercenaries right now, those Yugoloths. But there seemed to be an inscription of some sort. I believe I saw the name there.
What balcony is he talking about?
This one right here.
This one on the map. Okay.
On the map, yeah. Right below your guys's.
Got it.
So
it says Demogorgon heart. That's literally the inscription.
And she was up there going, Demogorgon, wherefore art thou, Demogorgon?
No,
from the balcony.
she was actually changing her last name to Shammy Demogorgon. Just to see how it sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Shammy Morgan.
Shamagorgon.
Shamagorgon, yeah.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
That's their ship name. Yeah. So I mean that's the first place you could try to check out. Audryn could try to sneak over there, or someone else, maybe Anna could try to sneak over there and look at it without having to talk to the demons. Otherwise, you could go chat with some mercenaries.
So wait, the ones on the balcony are mercenaries, or they're guards?
From the Bao's description, it was a group of mercenaries that were hired to work for the prison at some point in the past, and since the prison went into a madhouse, they just kind of have camped out there.
So they may not attack us right away.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah, but they're demons, so we can't send Taekwi because she'll just attack them.
Not wrong.
I mean, if Audryn's up for some diplomacy, we could maybe. Well, no, he's not going to want to gain them as allies either. I feel like
this would have been perfect for Vren.
Yeah.
Vren would have been all over this.
Yeah, it's best if Audryn goes because my investigation isn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Is like I can sneak into places, but I'm not good at investigating.
Yeah, in which case, Audryn, you have a couple of options. You could try to look at it from a distance. You could try to sneak close and be sneaky so they don't see you. Alternately, you could cast invisibility again and do that more effectively. Or you could just go talk to
them. Go bring them a couple brewskis.
Is it Saturday? Saturdays are for the boys.
Yeah, exactly. He just walks out there with a case of beer and he's just like, "Hey, boys, it's waiting for the weekend. Am I right?"
The funny thing is once again, that would have been perfect for Fred because he literally carried around wine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look, if we're willing to take another long rest, I can create food and water, and then we can.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea. Then I could also what does greater restoration?
Well, I don't know if we should. I don't know if we have enough time to long rest again.
You think we're gonna get
attacked? Keep in mind, Lilianth was keeping Lavinia hostage so that Vanthus would work for her. Yeah, if she no longer has that anymore, then either her or Vanthus or both are likely to come after you guys.
Right.
Good point.
So, it's likely that Lilianth would probably try to keep that secret for at least a little while from Vanthus, but as soon as he finds out, he might even just head over by himself. So, yeah, Audryn, do you want to go check this out? And if so, how?
I'll just go.
It's literally right next door, so.
Would anybody like to come with me? Because I have to cast invisibility at a third level at this point. Either way.
Why do you have to?
Because I'm out of second level spell slots.
Oh, okay.
I nominate myself.
I would probably not be very stealthy. I was wondering because you wouldn't have advantage on Arcana checks if it required it. But I would.
I mean, it's not like you guys would be able to whisper to each other, anyways.
That's true. That's very true. I didn't know about that.
Well, I mean, technically, we could just we could go as me and Deli and Anna. if Deli wild shapes into something really tiny like a spider. And then I turned me and Anna invisible. And then, we have
Floating
flying
spider.
spider.
Yeah,
Ooh,
if you want to do that,
spooky.
then I think we roll stealth, and then if you succeed, you guys can just roll Arcana with advantage because both Anna is helping read more things, and Deli is helping by
We can make Deli a little starfish and make him a talking starfish earring like an aquamarine.
Either way, I don't think we need to dwell on the minutia of how that is exactly going. I think we can just make a stealth check quick for probably. I think maybe it only matters for Anna, because if Audrey's if we're thinking about the most likely person to be noticed, it would be Anna probably. If you're crouching around, sneaking around, invisible.
That I'm the most likely to be noticed?
Yeah.
My stealth is 15.
Yeah, but instead of all three of you rolling, I think
Okay.
we just have Anna make one roll, and if you succeed,
Okay.
then you're fine. Yep.
24?
Yeah, they're not necessarily being anything more than passive with their perception. Now go ahead and make an Arcana check with advantage, Audrey.
Can I have him? Can I get him a bardic?
Sure.
Sorry, I was like, wait.
Nope. There you go. You started talking before he rolled.
Roll a d6.
Nice, 35. Yep. So I think we get, as the last bit of this session, we kind of see Audrey put some pieces together, and a lot of it has to do with all around the balcony is carved into the steps of the stairs, rather, on this balcony, are prayers to Demogorgon in Abyssal. Anna knows Abyssal, and I think Deli does.
Let me double check. I think I do.
But either way, you guys are conferring, right, about what the words say, and you're thinking through what you know, Audrey. Anna's at least translating. But yeah, you see that you find all sorts of sinister invocations for vengeance, power, and the fulfillment of lusts. Anyone who reads the prayers for more than a few rounds, which is obviously you guys, immediately notices the repetition of a strange name, Shami Amore. You have identified this name as belonging to a succubus. The inscriptions themselves, and then just thinking through various things, including the statues in that hall that you were in. You're like, that was her. That is the figure that we're talking about here. If this whole place was a pleasure den of some sort, and she was the queen of pleasure or whatever it was, right? That reigned here with Demogorgon, which seems likely at this point. That was probably her, and that means she's a succubus. It looks like there was some graffiti at one point written in Abyssal as well near these inscriptions. That's filling you in.
We'll clean it up with the chamois.
But basically it says something like, where in Abyssal it reads Shami Amore, the lady of delights or something is maybe what it says. And then it's scratched out, and then someone wrote in Abyssal below it in crude graffiti, it's Malcanthet now, you fool, sort of a thing. And you recognize the name Malcanthet as the person who is the current queen of succubi. So you're putting a couple things together. One of which being Shami Amore was a succubus who maybe at one point was or was a contender for the title of the queen of the succubi, and the title. And maybe the position of lover to Demogorgon was usurped by this Malcanthet, who is now the queen of succubi. Basically you're what likely happened then is this Shami Amore did something, maybe related to her finding out the weakness, to anger Demogorgon. He destroyed this place, made it into a prison, and imprisoned her somewhere else, or killed her, or something. You don't know. The last thing you can learn is that the prayers that are written here, you think that if you said them in the right ritual, it looks like they're actually meant to summon Shami Amore. There's actually a ritual here.
Can I do a religion check to see if I don't want to do the ritual right now, but to see if I can figure it
Benedict
out?
punches you. No.
Benedict's not here. We have a tiny little starfish earring and invisible Audrey.
I could do the religion check because I've got a decent.
Whoever would like to do it with advantage.
What do you have?
17.
When did you get so high of a religion?
He's a rogue.
Oh my
I've always had a
gosh.
high religion. Audrin's a pretty religious guy. He just likes to keep
Okay.
it to himself because he
Take
doesn't want to step on
advantage.
people's toes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage. Obviously, Anna's helping you. Yeah, 36. So you are very confident that if you did it, you could do it right now, and it would indeed summon Shame Moria to your side. Unless Demogorgon has done something to prevent that from happening, which seems likely to you. Like, if it's as easy as that, you're thinking that you could very easily say these words out loud, do the ritual, and nothing would happen because Shame Moria is imprisoned somewhere or something, right? Or killed by Demogorgon.
I have a weird theory about who this Shami Amore person is.
Mhm.
What if it's like the Lady of Pain or something like that? Or there was like 3 ladies, right? Wasn't there like Lady of Pain and Lady of Pleasure and then Lady of Disco or something?
Yeah,
That's who I follow, the Lady of Disco.
It was a yuan tea, but the scales were all disco.
That's who my new character follows in our next campaign.
the Lady of Disco.
Screw
Now, that'll
that.
be
That's
for
who
our-
I am in the next campaign. I am the Lady of Disco. It's a
That'll be-
self-imposed title.
That'll be when we did, progress the timeline so far that we're in the 60s and 70s.
No, I'm rocking up with cowgirl boots, and instead of spurs, it's spinning disco balls.
Look, you said like you said Shami Amore, and I'm just thinking like that sounds like an Italian woman who works at like a roller disco car wash thing in the 70s.
I didn't know there was a type for that.
I didn't either, but it exists as a category in here, so you have to experience it.
But yes, the Lady of Pain did mention at one point that she has 2 sisters that she has mentioned to you, which are the Lady of Pleasure and the Lady of Pride.
Mhm.
Not the Lady of Disco. Are you sure?
Not the
I
Lady
think
of
those
Disco.
are pretty similar.
Well, I
So-
mean, disco, pride. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
kind of
Do-
the same.
Audrin, do you want to make one more Arcana check for me to put together a different piece of a puzzle here?
Yeah.
Go ahead. 34. This is back when you've returned to the others. Takui, if you would like to give him another bardic, you may.
Okay.
Just giving you that option before I decide what's happening here.
Break 35. Break 35.
So am I? Are you giving me the bardic?
Yeah. Take it.
All right.
I'm really good at rolling 2s on your bardics today.
If you had gotten a 40,
2 for 2.
I would have revealed a very, very, very obscure and
40?
Mhm.
Caleb.
I would have revealed a very important but very obscure piece of information about the campaign. You have not reached this level. Would you like to guidance yourself, Audrin?
Sure.
I'll allow that one more chance to get
If you get a 4.
If you roll a 4, then you get this information.
Or
Okay, so you remember at one point a long time ago, I think back when you were in the...
Did we just break 40 for the first time?
We hit 40. We didn't break
Have
it.
we?
I don't know. I feel like you've maybe gotten over 40
I feel
before.
like we've maybe broken 40, but we didn't break 40 just now. We just hit 40. We didn't break it.
Okay. My bad. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Caleb.
That's right. Back when you were in the Court of Stars, Audrin, you remember someone at some point calling Sophia, the goddess of wisdom, the Lady of Prudence. And in your head, you have, and Audrin's good at this sort of thing. He's good at like putting together pieces, and he picks up lots of little bits of information from anywhere he can find them. Audrin, you are imagining in your head, and you're not sure how extensive this is, but you're imagining in your head a whole cadre of these like magical women, and you're not entirely sure what it means to be a capital L lady of a word starting with P, but you're like, that's a thing. Like in your mind, that category is, like the Italian disco woman, this category of like powerful divine lady has been inserted into the way you view arcane things in the world. And you're like, this is a thing. There's something important about this. And the Lady of Pleasure is one of them. The Lady of Pain is one of them. This Lady of Pride, whoever that is one of them. And Wisdom, the Lady of Prudence, is also one of them. They're all sisters in this, whatever this sisterhood is, and you have no idea, right? You've never heard of this before. This is Audrin just putting together in his mind how the world works, how the universe works, and you're just like, this is a thing. And if I like pursue this more, I would find out more about this thing.
I must do this. I must become a lady.
That means, especially since this is Caleb's world, that there is a Lady of Pickles.
Don't think pickles have been invented yet.
With that 40 there, you also think through the inscription, the prayers and stuff, and you're not sure how this lady thing works, but or whether or not someone can lose the title or gain the title. But it seems to you that maybe Malkanthet and this Shami Amore character were fighting over that title, the Lady of Pleasure, whatever that means. And you're not sure if it's like a thing that can be passed, like the aspects of godhood or something can. But in your head, you're like, this is a thing, and this Shami Amore figure is like part of it pretty intimately, and so is obviously the Lady of Pain. And the Lady of Pain probably knows way more about this. This is something that has been in my notes for years.
Also, pickling started like 2000 BC.
There is a Lady of Pickling.
I think, Audrin just like, look, there's like this whole sisterhood of people, of women, that all of they're all ladies of something, and that something begins with the letter P. There's the Lady of Pain, the Lady of Pleasure, there's the Lady of Prudence, the Lady of
Pride. Those
Pride.
Are the ones
Those are the ones that I know.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. I don't know why I... Never.
And I think that Malcontent, whose actual name I've forgotten.
Malcontent.
That, which I mean, that was pretty close either way. Malcontent has become the Lady of Pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how the Lady of Pain referred to her as. Yeah.
I think I think she's become the Lady of Pleasure, and I think this other person, Shami Amore, was originally the Lady of Pleasure, or was trying to be the Lady of Pleasure.
Yeah, Lavinia says, well, that's certainly more than I knew. That's something to go off of. Do you have any idea where this Shami Amore character might be? What happened to her?
I mean, I think she knows as much as we do at this point.
I think Demogorgon did something bad to her, probably.
Caleb, the thing that we were going to smash that was going to be able to set us free so we could actually leave the place.
Yeah.
It was a statue, right?
Yeah, it was like 4 different statues. Well, yeah. I don't know if you've been to it yet. I think the Baba probably just described it as like some, statue-like kind of big artifact altar thing.
I was just thinking that maybe it was like one statue, and that statue was actually her statuified.
I mean, you've seen a bunch of statues of this succubus at this point.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think Audrin just says, I don't think we have any information right now, or we don't have enough information right now to know what happened to her.
But at least we know more than we did. I suppose we could look around the prison more, or just try to find, maybe there's someone out there who can find out more. Maybe we can contact them with a spell. She dances around talking about actually leaving the prison, but she basically says, like, maybe there's someone else outside of this prison who we could contact and help us.
What about the guy who was patrolling the prison? Who gave us the information about the statue?
The Bow Wow?
The little Bow Bow, yeah. He's in the prison here.
Does the Bow Bow know anything about
Shami Moray?
Yeah.
When you mention the name, the guy basically just says, as far as I know, I guess how much do you tell him about? You just say, like, what do you know about Shami Moray?
Yeah, I'd probably just say, what do you know about?
Yeah. Not a whole lot. Her name's written around here a lot. I assume she used to be a consort of Demogorgon. That's all I know.
So you never saw her or met her?
He shakes his head. Have I told you enough? Are you going to let me go? Stab.
I'll let you go die! I think I'd like to imagine Audrey just ignores the question. Or like, it's like he doesn't hear it.
Yeah.
He's too lost in thought. Okay, so I mean, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, so as a group, then are you going to try to seek out more about Shami Amori, or are you going to, like, next time? Are you going to try to destroy that artifact? Are you going to attack Vanthus? What are we looking at for a game plan next time?
Well, Vanthus isn't here, so we can't attack him.
Well, he's not here.
Well, that's what I mean, though.
In the prison.
He's in the prison.
Oh, and Vanthus is in the prison.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that detail.
Yeah. No, he's like kind of negotiating with the
He's
lady
next to the
who,
volcano.
like, yeah.
Because, like, do we tell Vanthus we have Lavinia now? Help us beat that lady, and then we kill Vanthus.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the question is too, because didn't we say that once we destroy the artifact, that like Demogorgon himself or like his armies will like show up here?
The Bow Bow suspected that destroying something like that would certainly warn Demogorgon. Like, as far as this guy knows, and as far as Kublkax knew, the warden, Demogorgon does not know that the state of the prison is like this. And as soon as that's destroyed, he'll be like, wait a second, I thought everything was going fine in my prison. What's happening in my prison, right? And that would likely mean, like, he would send people to check it out.
So I think if we're going to kill Vanthus, we need to kill Vanthus before doing that.
As it stands right now,
maybe
technically, you could just attempt now to leave the prison. You know, Anna and Serge could drag you guys. I mean, Audrin with a 40 in Arcana, you're thinking, like, there must be someone else out there who would know about Shami Amore. There is the likelihood that you'll be able to search more in the prison here and find out more as well. Like, that's certainly a possibility. But it's not like you need to. And, you know, just putting that out to you as players, a lot of this has to do with what you guys are actually interested in finishing here in the prison.
Like, if we want to kill Vanthus, now is probably the time.
Exactly. But if you don't want to kill Vanthus, then I think it may be just time to leave, right?
I want Vanthus to be like Zuko.
You want to redeem Vanthus?
No, I actually just...
You want to give him a cool scar on his face?
Yeah, that's actually what
I feel
want to challenge him to one-on-one combat and humiliate him so bad that he has to excommunicate himself from the demon forces, because
we have to set him into banishment. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would go based on like what Lavinia wants. Like, does Lavinia really want us to kill him? I mean, like, I understand that she is like, you know, because she's kind of beat around that. She's like, it's okay to kill him. Like, I understand why. Like, he's done a lot of bad stuff, but like, does she really want us to just like hunt him down and kill him?
what she said to you is that she's worried that if you you have two choices, you can leave him here, but that means you're leaving an enemy behind, right? And he will show up again, and he will likely attack. Like bad, it's not like he's going to be your ally. So you know, at some point you're probably going to have to kill this guy. And she's like, why not just do it now? That's how Lavinia's feeling, not me, right?
Got it.
Like, it kind of makes sense. I kind of agree with that sentiment because, like, if we just leave him around, we're just gonna have to deal with him later.
Well, I mean, we were supposed to kill him so many seasons ago. Like, this guy is such a pest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can also just leave it there with you guys not knowing what you want to do, and we can think about it in between now and next time.
I think it's fun if we leave it hanging here, but we actually just pick up next time with whatever we've decided to do.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Like, it's just on, we're there.
Mm-hmm. And then that begs the question, Seth, I don't know how late you want to stay up past now. If we want to do an after show and talk more about what we might do, or if we just want to.
I probably need to wrap up
here
relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
It is getting late.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I mean, because we could just keep talking about it, but it sounds like we don't actually know what we want to do yet. So let's just put a pin in it there. And you guys are kind of thinking as the characters, right? You're just like, I don't know, like we could do this, we could do that, and you guys can figure it out for next time. I mean, yeah, we'll pick up with what you've decided next week.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Well, there you go. That's been episode 98 of Terra Invicta. Next week, we'll do the episode 99 and might kill Vanthus. We might just see Anna and Serge carrying their friends out of the prison one by one. You might destroy a magic artifact and let loose a giant horde of demons. You might systematically destroy all the demons in this prison, and we'll play out the next 5 sessions doing that. Up to y'all. We can decide that. In between now and then. All right, thanks for playing, and thank you for watching, all 22 of you or whatever.
Anyone respond?
Nope. So yeah, it might just be bots. There's now 18 people. I don't know. This has been happening a couple times, where it seems like there's been more people watching recently, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's real. Is it a real cheeseburger, or is it a crochet cheeseburger? This is what we.
It's a crochet cheeseburger. It's just.
Also real.
I'm not saying it's a fake crochet cheeseburger.
You missed this part of the conversation, Jordan.
So does the audience. So we'll go ahead and end it there. We'll be back next time. Adios.